the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage. The Pretend Racing Online Sidewinder Dirt Racing Series. 360 winged sprint cars tonight here. Knoxville Speedway. Drivers out working in the track pre-race. They got about 7 minutes of practice left. A little time for us to get everybody kind of going here on the stream. Guys, say hi, no matter where you're at, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're over on YouTube and Twitch, be sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll know each and every time we go live. If you're on Facebook, any of the Facebook pages, come by the Dirt Racing Network. Hit that like, share, and follow buttons. 5 nights a week. This week, 6, Sunday through Friday. Going to have something on the channel for you. PRO tonight, tomorrow night. Dirt Slingers. Wichita Tire and Alignment Wednesday Warrior Series. Wrapping up season number 2 for those guys. UMP Mods at Cedar Lake. 8 o'clock Eastern. Dominic Santino will have the call. Thursday night, Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Series. What would be their season finale were it not for a makeup. They'll be at Lanier on Thursday night. Same series. Turn around again on Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Wrap up their season at the Bristol Motor Speedway under the dirt. Season number 7 for those guys. All the pro drivers from the series in there duking it out for all the big money. And then as always on Sundays, the Hales Corners Speedway Sim Series. A couple of shows each night for them, and Dirt Kings coming back. They have an 8-week series coming up starting on April the 4th. 8 straight weeks of Bristol Motor Speedway under the dirt with the street stocks. Going to be exciting to see some series that start to go single track. We just finished up with the Tim Sims General Tires Winter Nationals at Eldora. We were there for 8 weeks. Their next venue right here. Right here where you can see the Sprint Car Hall of Fame out of turn number 2 at Knoxville Speedway in Iowa. They will do 8 weeks there. That's going to kick off sometime in April. A start date hasn't been set yet on that, but we had Bob Baker from the Sprint Car Hall of Fame on with us this past Monday night as we closed up the season, crowned a champion. He told us a few things going on there, so look for that. Next season, starting in April, things are going to get wild here on the network. You're going to want to be here each and every night. You're going to want to be here and pay attention each and every night. We'll post some information on the Facebook page. Let everybody know exactly what that means over the next couple of weeks. Some fan giveaways, prize packs, some different things, but you're going to have to be paying attention, listen for the key phrase each and every night. And then you'll have to work with us to get us your information so that we can get your prizes to you. But things starting to come back together here at the Dirt Racing Network. Get back to the old way of doing things. A lot of excitement. Trying to work a deal out right now and get Jerry Kieser to start helping us out on a Thursday nights calling races. Working with Dominic Santina there. Get 2 voices in the booth. Always makes it a lot more fun when you got 2 people. Trust me, I know after working the last 8 weeks with Jerry for the Winter Nationals, it has been a blast. Don't forget you can share the stream. Any page you think someone might be entertained by this, go ahead and share it up. Going to get things going here in about 3 minutes with these guys. Here in about a minute and a half, we're going to go down for pre-race ceremonies. The Hard Knocks 30 presented by TMJ Racing. PRO Sidewinder Series tonight. Looks like right now a couple of heat races, and then probably straight to our feature. Quick, good night of races. See a lot of good names in here. Terry Mustard, Anthony DeBarro, Nick Shamborn, Gabe Glatfelter. Scott Simley's here, Nick Cohan, Jeff Stewart. So just a couple of minutes to go here. We're going to get ready to go down track side. They'll clear the drivers off, get ready for driver a meeting, and we will get our invocation and national anthem out of the way. Get ready for some racing action for you this evening. All right, looks like they are ready down track side. Drivers clearing the racing service. It is time for our invocation and national anthem. We'll come back with qualifying.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs burst bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All righty. Time to get qualifying out on the track. 17 cars. Get down here where we can see a couple of these guys. Looks like Terry Mustard Jr. TMJ Racing number 0 on track right now. Going to be several cars out here. We'll try to flick around real quick as we watch that top 10 ticker jump around with each driver that improves upon their qualifying time. Mustard first on the clock. Out of turn number 4, first time lap about to be posted. Terry Mustard Jr. quickest in qualifying right there. 16.224 seconds. 16.245 for second and third. Nick Cohan. 16.157. Mustard did not improve on his second lap. Here comes Cohan out of 4 for his second time lap. 16.154, but Jeffrey Stewart 16.092 on his second lap moves him to the top of the pylon. Gabe Gladfelter 16.117, then Cohan at 16.154, 182 for Shamborn, 187 for Schaefer. That's your top 5. We don't drop into the 2s until the 7th position because Anthony DeBarro posted a 16.189. So, bunch of quick cars in here right now. Bill Coy, Chris Webb on track. 68 machine out here. 16.188. Move him to 6th on his first lap. Just got to quit doing that. Second lap for Webb. Slower, 16.269. So no improvement there right now. Jeff Stewart, quickest in qualifying shape. Paulo has not taken time. I know that will make EJ a little sad. We don't see Mr. Paulo post a time here. It doesn't look like he's going to have the time to post a time, so be looking for the 21 car to start at the back of a heat race. 18 drivers checked in. Somebody snuck in right under the gun here. Could have been Shea Paulo that snuck in right under the gun right there. So everybody's going to make it into the feature tonight. Nobody going home. Ready to get our heat races out. Looks like 3 heat races for us. Small fields in each heat race. Everybody transfers straight to the main. Let us get ready to run down our CJAuto21.com starting lineup on the pole. The 86 of John Borst to his outside. Anthony DeBarro in the 27 car. The second row on the inside, the 01, that's the Toko's machine of Nick Shamborn on his outside, the over-the-wall photography. Number 72 from Milford, Ohio, Jeff Stewart. And your third and a final row on the inside, the 05 of Casey Miller and Alexanderino in the 22 on his outside. So 6 cars, all 6 transfer. Just racing for starting positions in tonight's 30-lap A main. Great track to put on a show at. Always get good racing here. are you not working? All right, lights off on the pace truck. Going to go green. Out of turn number 4 the next time by. John Borst, Anthony DeBarro. Front row, about to get things kicked off. PRO Sidewinder Dirt Racing Series here from Knoxville. Waiting on the green hanky. There's your start. Green flag in the air, and Borst got a pretty good rollout. Oh, down into turn 1, and he just gets banged on the push bar. Going to go from the point to the rear of this thing, and the 27 car got in the back of him. He had the lead going into 3. Jeff Stewart, 72 machine now. Rockets out of 4, takes the lead. Here comes Shamborn. That puts DeBarro 3rd. Miller in 4th. Reno back here in 5th. And John Borst way back from the field. Right now, Shamborn's going to find the outside fence. Going to get the car gathered back up, but he'll fall all the way to 5th. That's shaking things up towards the middle of the pack. Still Stewart. And DeBarro, Miller, and Reno. Guys got pretty much single file here. Jeff Stewart. Hanging on to about a 2-car lead. 4 laps to go this time by. Still Miller in 3rd. Shamborn up to 4th, got around Reno. Reno still 5th, and Borst way back here in the 6th spot. He's going into 3, and the guys are going into 1 at the front with 3 laps to go. All Jeff Stewart at this point. Jeff Stewart out of turn 4. 2 to go. Past the start-finish line. Top 3 whiz by the backstretch camera. Casey Miller still in 3rd. Anthony DeBarro and Jeff Stewart, white flag in the air. Stewart out of turn 4. He's going to pick up the Heat 1 win. Then it'll be DeBarro, Miller, Shamborn, Reno, and John Borst. Hey guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. Always appreciate knowing where all the viewers are at. Get ready to run down CJAuto21.com. Starting lineup for heat race number 2 on the pole, the 8 car. That's a Sirius XM machine of Thomas George. And on his outside, the Netcode Esports number 71 from Bondurant, Iowa, Josh Gerlach. Row 2 on the inside, the Full Moon Garage number 10 from Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Robbie Schaefer. And on his outside, the 128 of Gabe Gladfelter. Your 3rd row on the inside, the 00 Submission 22 machine of Don Runkle Jr. And on his outside, scheduled to be there but not on the grid yet, the over-the-wall photography Elvis Up Sport number 21 from Hanford, California, Shea Paulo. Not seeing Mr. Paulo, so not sure what's going on with that. Sitting on the grid, giving him every opportunity to click that drive button. Get out there with these guys, but I do not see Mr. Paulo. So 5 cars for this one. Still everybody transferring into our A main. Middle of the 3 heat races. All right, lights off on the pace truck, going green out of turn number 4. Thomas George, Josh Gerlach. Pace truck will make the hard left turn right about there.
Green flag,
Thomas
green flag.
George giving a little bit of a late start. He was getting somebody on the outside trying to time him up. Gerlach trying to really get that thing on the timer. Missed it by just a touch, but I don't think it's going to matter. It looks like Gerlach faster down the backstretch. Slides it up in front of Schaefer. Schaefer had to check up. That checked up Glatfelter, but down into 1 and 2, right rear. And that knocks the 8 car all the way up by the outside fence. He keeps the car out of that big white fence. Hangs on to about the back of the group, maybe 2-3 cars back. He is going to be in 5th place. But right now it's Gerlach, Schaefer, Glatfelter, Runkle, and George, your top 5. Gerlach trying to drive away from these guys. Here comes Glatfelter working to the inside of Schaefer. Glatfelter thought about the slide job for just a second, knew he wasn't going to clear, cut the car down. That's going to give the spot back to Schaefer. But Glatfelter not going to give up on that inside line. There's just too much momentum right now for Schaefer. These two battling each other, not losing an inch to the guy in front. Josh Gerlach's going to come around 3 to go this time. Top 3. Slight breakaway from the 4th place car of Runkle. Runkle about a half a second back of this 3-way battle here. And now Schaefer settling in. He's going to make a run at the point. Going to try to go to the high side. Comes a little wider. Gerlach tried to make the 71 machine double wide right there, and it didn't work out. Schaefer just went a step higher. Now he's got the outside. Going to pick the lead off. Right there, and Gerlach slammed the door on Glatfelter. Now Gerlach going back at Schaefer. Don't think that's going to get it done. White flag this time. Schaefer running right below the goofballs, right there in the middle of the corner. Keeping that right rear right where all the moisture is at. He comes out of turn 4, checkered flag for Robbie Schaefer, winning heat 2. Gerlach, Glatfelter, Runkle, and George. In that order, 2 down, 1 to go. Another 6 cars for the heat race. CGAuto21.com starting lineup for heat race number 3 on the pole, the 12 car. That's the STP machine of Scott Simley. And to his outside, the TMJ Racing number 0 from Waverly, Ohio, Terry Mustard Jr. Second row on the inside, 68 car, Chris Webb on the outside, the CG Automotive Disney Motorsports number 21 from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, Nick Cohan. Your third and final row on the inside, the 7 car of Chris Jabot, and on his outside, the BAR Transport number 63 from Muskegon, Michigan, Bill Coy. Just waiting on that number 21 car. Hit that join button. There he comes. Sometimes you got to wake old Nick up. They got a ball peen hammer down there in the pits, and they just give him a good rap right on the temple every once in a while, and it just straightens him right up. So third and final heat race. Everybody transferring into the feature. Finish this up. You guys may get just a couple of minutes for a quick warm-up session, maybe burn the track in just a little bit, and we'll be ready for our 30-lap A main tonight. Scott Simley and Terry Mustard Jr. will start this thing off on the front row. Going to remind everybody again, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, season finale. Wichita Tire and Alignment, Wednesday Night Warriors. It's been a combination all season of the UMP and the big block mods for the guys over at Dirt Slingers. They will wrap up season number 2, crown a champion. I know from sitting down and doing the points crunching that if Colby Cooper starts the feature Doesn't matter where he finishes, he clinches the Season 2 championship. That series possibly going to a paid series with a pretty good prize pool. If they can raise enough money, they're going to try to guarantee I think it's $350 to the winner for season number 3. Got to raise a little bit of funds for that thing, but come and check out the season finale tomorrow night. Heat race number 3 under the green flag, and oh my goodness, did Terry Mustard find the timing, but then he had to slow it down. I think he was trying to avoid getting that black flag, so he gives the spot back to Simley. Put Mustard in a second. Webb is in third right there. Nick Cohan fourth, and then a couple hundred car lengths back. Chris Jabot and Bill Coy battling for fourth and fifth. Right now, pretty good battle at the front. Pretty good battle for third. Trying to keep all 4 cars on the screen. Cohan works the inside on Webb. Not going to make it happen. Mustard took a peek quickly on to Simley back last lap coming out of 2, but that didn't materialize for him either. Still got Jabot and then Coy back here. We'll get back up here to this 4-car battle at the front. Now starting to become 2 2-car battles. Mustard trying to find an opening. Put the 0 car alongside that 15 machine. At least put some pressure on Simley. Not going to happen this time. The battle for third still pretty good right here. Cohan works back to the inside on Webb. Slider this time out of turn 2. Webb easy to cut that back underneath. Just not enough momentum through the middle of the corner for the 21 machine. Webb found some right there, but it's going to open the door again. Here comes Cohan. Doesn't go for the slider that time. Takes it a little bit wide. Trying to go see was up on the upper deck right there, and there ain't much there for speed right now. Looks like he's going to have to go back to his original plan. Maybe work the inside. Does so right here. Slider line. Going to keep it pinned down. Webb able to escape by 2, 3 car lengths. Make it almost 4 down there. But Simley's led it from the drop. He gets to the white flag first here in heat race number 3. Terry Mustard still giving chase. I just don't think he's got enough momentum to get there. Not a big run down the backstretch. It looks like Scott Simley easily going to win heat 3, and then it's going to be Mustard, Webb, Cohan, Chris Jabot, and Bill Coy in that order. Heat racing action over for the evening. All right, a little bit of a warm-up session. We paid all the bills at the beginning of the night, so we don't have a whole lot to do. I don't know how long these guys are going to run, but I am sure they probably want to run a little bit of the track, and I think they're doing a pole dash right here. So let's see how they're going to run these guys out and line them up. Looks like Stewart, Schaefer, DeBarro, and Mustard are going to roll out here. There comes Scott Simley. And we should see at least one more. I thought we had 6. Let these guys get bunched up a little bit here. I only see 5 for right now. Looks like maybe they're missing 1. Maybe somebody elected not to roll out here. Or maybe they just couldn't. I am not exactly sure the lap count on this. It was not in the information sheet that I received. But I think these guys probably going green. Out of turn number 4 here. Waiting on Jeff Stewart. Anthony DeBarro in the front row. Stewart's on the throttle. Green flag in the air. Pole dash underway. Stewart's got the lead. Then DeBarro in second. Schaefer's third. Simley is fourth. Jeff Stewart out in front. Oh, a little bit of a checkup right there, like he lost the right rear a little bit. One down in the pole dash. DeBarro hung on to second, almost got in the back of Stewart right there. That gives Stewart a little bit of breathing room. Schaefer all over the push bar on the 27 machine there, the one car. Looking for a way to go around. Try to move himself up. These guys racing for their starting position in the feature, I guess. Right now, all Jeff Stewart running a little bit of a modified slider line right there. 3 laps in the books. Still Stewart, DeBarro, Schaefer, Simley, and Mustard. Everybody right together on the same straightaway. 4 laps down, maybe 2 to go. We'll pretend it's 2 to go, and we'll see if they stop at the end of lap number 6. But right now, Jeff Stewart having his way. Staying out front of these guys. Big run out of 4 should open the gap back up. We'll call that white flag. I'm not sure how many laps they'll run. Oh, out of fuel. That was your checkered flag, it looks like. So Stewart, then DeBarro, and then Schaefer, Simley, and Mustard in that order. And the rest of the drivers are going to be allowed to get out here, put some laps in. Not exactly sure how long they're going to let the guys work the track, but I am sure that there are several of these guys who would like to see that thing get blown completely off. This track seems to open up more when it is slick from pretty much the bottom almost to the white fence on the outside right there. Cars. And he wasn't here for most of this, but there's a 21 machine of Shea Paulo sitting on pit road down there. Looks like maybe he's going to be here for the feature. We know he is going to start shotgun on the field, so we will see how that goes. Watching Jeff Stewart cut some laps here. Should be starting up front for this thing as he put on an impressive display in his heat race and in the pole dash tonight. Chris Webb and John Borst here. They're trying to widen the track out. Looks like they're getting it flattened down pretty good. Starting to build a little bit of a lip up there at the top. Won't be much of one. Really never is one. It's Thomas Jordan, Chris Jabot, the 7K machine. Jay Paulo rolling the 21 car. Back on to the surface. Maybe. Got a little aggressive with the throttle there. He'll make a lap or two. Oh, quick shout out for Mr. Paulo from his number one fan. The poor man's Elton John, Scott King. Still waiting for that autograph there, Mr. Paulo. Just throwing it out there. I don't make this stuff up. I just report it. That's my job. Check on Robbie Schaefer, the one machine here. Time starting to wind down under the 4-minute mark. Not sure how long they're going to go here, but looks like a track actually in a pretty racy condition right now. Robbie Schaefer having all kinds of problems. That's not good. Casey Miller, a little Josh Gerlach in behind him. Alexandrino got the double deuce on pit road right now. Bill Coy, Shea Paulo sitting there. Guys starting to wind it down just a little bit, I think. Jeff Stewart's just rolling back onto the speedway. A couple of changes to the 72 car possibly. Hope everybody's enjoying the show, guys. Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Good night for racing. The 01 of Nick Shamborn. Nick trying to figure out if the bottom's going to be any good here. Now, Runkle's got the 00 car out. He's got about 60 seconds left. All right, time is up. Warm-up session over. Feature time. PRO Sidewinder Dirt Racing Series. Hard Knocks 30 presented by TMJ Racing. About to grid out here at the end of pit road. And we will start getting through our lineup. CJ Auto21.com. Starting lineup be Jeff Stewart on the pole with Robbie Schaefer to his outside. Scott Simley and Anthony DeBar in row 2. Your third row, Josh Gerlach inside, Terry Mustard outside. Casey Miller and Gabe Glatfelter filling in row number 4. Row 5, Chris Webb and Nick Shamborn. Don Runkle Jr. on the inside of row 6 with Nick Cohan on the outside. Your 7th row, Alexander Reno inside, Thomas George on the outside. It's going to be Chris Jabot and John Borst inside and out in row number 8. And your 9th and final row on the inside, Shea Paulo and Bill Coy to the outside of him. 18 cars, 30 laps. Drivers rolling off pit road, ready to go green. One more time around behind the pace truck in turn number 4. Things about to get loud. 360 wing sprint cars from Knoxville Speedway. We're going to keep around the 72 car. We're going to watch for the 21. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for the 128 car. Gladfelter has been getting stronger and stronger each and every week on this dirt stuff. He's kind of got the modified car figured out. I talked to him last week. He said he was hoping for a good night here tonight in the 360, but didn't know what was going to happen for sure. So we will keep an eye for that 128 car as well as they get ready to go green at a turn number 4. The pace truck heads to the infield. Green flag is out, and we are racing. And Jeff Stewart jumps out in front, 2, 3, almost 4 car lengths. Robbie Schaefer falls in behind Anthony DeBarro in third. Jen Gerlach, Simley. And it's Mustard around the top side, but he's got company. Casey Miller on the inside at the end of lap 1 into the 5th, 6th spot. Mustard back to 7th. Then it's Glattenfelder around the top of Chris Webb into 8th. Webb is 9th. Shamborn 10th. Shea Paulo all the way from 17th to 14th already. You see the 21 car working the inside. Back to the leader, 0.3 of a second. DeBarro got about the same gap on Gerlach. Now it's a 3-car battle for the final podium spot. Miller, Schaefer, and Gerlach. Miller worked his way around Schaefer, keeping the 5-car down on the bottom. Got the left rear down in the tacky, give him the spot at the end of lap 4. Casey Miller, here comes Glatfelter, the 128. He took a peek on the inside of Schaefer. That's for 5th. Now goes Top Shelf in 3 and 4. Caution for the first time. Is it Sim? No, it is not. It might be Shamborn. Nick Shamborn. Major issues there. That car over on its side. Let's see what happened to Nick. In here running the cushion. Comes free down to the inside of Simley. Yep. Simley down a little around the bump in 2. And Shamborn moved up out of the middle just a little bit. I can't blame either driver for that. It was 2 guys looking for the same piece of real estate, and that ain't ever going to happen and work out well. So we'll roll them across this timing and scoring line. Take a quick look into our top 10. Stewart, DeBarro, Gerlach, Miller, Schaefer, Gladfelter, Simley, Mustard, Webb, and not Nick Shamborn. Going to be, I think, Chris Jabot in that 10th spot. Actually, make it Nick Cohan. Nick Cohan in the 10th spot. So 21 machine back here. All right, and in the top 10, 5 down, 25 to go. Looking to see if anybody's going to come up here challenge that 72 machine. Looks like the lights are off on our pace vehicle, and we're going to go green here out of turn number 4. Waiting on Stewart. There he goes. Green flag back in the air. Jeff Stewart. Monster start this time. Now DeBarro's got his hands full. Gerlach up the inside. DeBarro with a good run out of 2. Casey Miller putting pressure on Gerlach. Moved him up the hill in 3 and 4. But I think he had to check the car up to keep out of him before Gerlach moved up. And that slowed him up enough that Gerlach's able to hang on to 3rd. DeBarro with a good run here on this restart. Made a bid. Showed Stewart he's there. Jeff Stewart powers away down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. It has been Jeff Stewart for all 7 circuits. As he takes the 72 car, goes back to the slider line now. that allows DeBarro to close up. DeBarro going into the middle and then going out to the outside. And he's using that for an advantage here. Really making up some time. I think Stewart may know this, and he started running the same line now. These two going to break away. Gerlach's into third. Got back around Miller. Those two battling for the final transfer spot. And they've got a pretty good gap back to fifth place, Gabe Gladfelter. Side by side for third. Miller's got it stuck down on the bottom. If he can find some drive out of the corner, he may have the spot. And he does, going into turn number 3. Move Casey Miller into position number 3. And here comes Gerlach down to the bottom. So Stewart, DeBarro, Miller, Gerlach, and Gladfelter down there as well. The 128 machine into 5th. Schaefer, Mustard, and here's that guy. Shea Paulo started 16th, up to 8th. Right at a third of the way through, so he's picked off half the field. He's going to work around the inside of Mustard down the front stretch, moving to position number 7. Mustard trying to stay tucked behind. Paulo really rim riding down on the bottom, getting that left front to bump that berm down there. You see the car get just a little out of shape, a little upset down here in 3 and 4. Right now, Chris Webb made a good move up the inside to take 8th away from Mustard, and then runs him real wide in 3 and 4. Those two, heavy battle back here. Shea Paulo now to the inside of Schaefer. Move Paulo to 6th. He's getting closer and closer. 1 full second behind your leader. And now, DeBarro closes it down to 3/4 of a second. Casey Miller hounding him. Miller's making the inside work. He's found something down there in the 05 machine. Really able to get out of the corners. Not that time out of 4. Keep DeBarro in 3rd. Gladfelter still 4th, and Gerlach is 5th. Shea Paulo got around Schaefer. Now he's starting to close the gap. It is nearly 4 seconds from 1st to 6th. Do you see Paulo's going to be coming out of 3 and 4 right here? And our leader is going into 1. That's the entire length of the front straightaway. Just past the halfway point, 17 down. Working lap number 17, 16 down, 14 to go. Lap traffic starting to play in. Bill Coy going to be the first on the hit list. Stewart works around him. Now we're going to watch DeBarro and Miller. Close quarters racing right there. DeBarro not wanting to give up 1/4 of an inch to Miller. Miller still trying to stay on the bottom. I think the 05 car is a little quicker than that 27 car and just can't find the room to work around him. Laps ticking off pretty quickly here. Jeff Stewart still your leader. Shea Paulo now around, almost around Gerlach that time. May have it down here in 1 and 2. He'll be inside of the top 5. He needs a caution to bunch this back up. He is going to have any shot at going from worst to first tonight. Out of 4 down the front stretch. It was Paulo at the line. That's a close one. 17 1/1000ths of a second that time. Now Paulo secures the spot. Keep him in position number 5. Got his sights set on the 128. That's for 4th. Stewart still just under 4 seconds ahead of that battle for the 4th spot. And he's got 1.5 seconds on DeBarro and Miller, and DeBarro with a slip out of 2, going to give up the spot at least. Going into 3 and 4. Now Miller secures it out of 4. Move DeBarro back to 3rd. Gladfelter is still in 4th. Gerlach and Paulo. Paulo must have made a mistake on the bottom. Gerlach got back around him on the top side. Well, have fun on vacation there, Mr. Haberman. Oh, battle right here. Gladfelter made a mistake in turn 1. Gerlach had to check up just a little bit, and Paulo's still in that mix. This is 4th, 5th, and 6th right here. The only battle on the track right now between these 3 drivers. 6 laps to go for Jeff Stewart. 1.8 seconds in front of the field. Now Gerlach looking to the top side of Glatfelter. Glatfelter's got Paulo tucked in behind. Gerlach up top. We'll see who prevails in this deal. They are running DeBarro down. Going to be inside 5 to go. Maybe not enough time to get up there for the podium. But a great battle to be watched right here. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jeff Stewart still 1.75 seconds in front of Casey Miller. He's making it look pretty easy. Worked his way through some lap traffic now. Going to be coming up on the back of Gerbeau here. Probably going to get to him right at the finish of this thing, maybe in the next lap. Down to 3 to go. Miller, DeBarro still 2nd and 3rd. Back to the battle, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now it's a battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th as soon as they get around Bill Coy. There goes your 4th place, your 5th place, and Paulo cuts down to the bottom 6th place. His pass the 63 car. 2 laps to go. Jeff Stewart out of turn 4. White flag in hand, waves it over the speedway. Jeff Stewart needs to complete one more lap and pick up the feature win tonight. He's got Thomas George a little sideways in front of him. But an easy cruise tonight. Out of turn 4. Your winner, the Hard Knocks 30 presented by TMJ Racing. Going to be Jeff Stewart. Casey Miller in 2nd. Anthony DeBarro hangs on for 3rd. We will try to get our top 3 drivers in here. Get them around parked on the front stretch. Drag them up into our chat. Talk to Jeff Stewart, Casey Miller, and Anthony DeBarro. Just waiting on the 3 of them to make it around here. And I think Anthony DeBarro parked the car early, so we will go right there. Let's see if Anthony stringing these guys into our waiting room. I know Miller will be around, and I am certain that Jeff Stewart will come around. Miller has been here before. All right, let's talk to our 3rd place driver here. Let's get him up into our chat. There's Jeff Stewart. Anthony DeBarro, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, man. Good run for you, finishing on the podium. And I know those guys behind you. Did you know they were coming there at the end?
I just want to say I would apologize to John Boris for that incident there in the heat race. And me and Nick got together down in turn 3. I'm really not proud of that heat race run there. But overall, it was a good night, and it was slick. It was, you could see on the broadcast, I'm sure, how slick it was getting, and everyone was just trying to find that little bit of moisture to get some real traction off the corners. But that was a blast, and those good guys were coming. I think I lucked out with the starting up front, and I just kept it clean and hit my marks, and I'm really proud of this finish here. I think we could build off this and continually try to run in the top 3.
Yeah, like I said, a good run for you there. You held those guys off, and they were charging hard at the end, but the practice session in between the heats and your feature there, officials let it go a little too long, get the track a little too slick for you guys?
No, that was perfect. I think it was a good race. Well, in the cockpit wise, I think it was a good race. It was fun to drive because you just had to focus. Every little inch of throttle input wheel was important, which how slick it was. But yeah, I mean, we could have been a little moisture, but it's dirt. It's going to vary each week, and that's what makes the good guys the best guys because they're able to adapt.
Well, fantastic run. I'm sure you got a few shout-outs before we let you get out of here and go celebrate.
Yeah, the guys at Disney Motorsports, Nick for running the league, John, he's head admin in the league. He does a wonderful job. And this Monday night, I just want to tell everyone to go out to come run our Bristol race, dirt race we're putting on for the Cup cars. It's for kids charity, and it's $5 donation, and you can come run sling some mud with us in these Cup cars and see who comes out on top of that. So, but it's a good for, like I said, it's for a good cause. So even if you don't want to run it, we'll accept the donations, and it'd be great to see people come out.
Yeah, we tried to work that into our coverage schedule. Just wasn't going to be able to do it. I hope you guys get some coverage for that so we can at least go back and watch that. But a fantastic cause for that deal. Thanks for chatting with us, man. Congratulations on another great one, and I look forward to seeing you next week in the Modifieds again.
Thank you. Good job up there.
All right, your third place finisher, Anthony DeBarro. Let's go to second place, Casey Miller. Let's see if we can get Casey in the chat. Casey, are you there, buddy? Hello, Casey Miller.
Gotcha.
All right, there he is. Well, man, a great run. You battled pretty hard to get up there to second. You had to work around Anthony there. Tell us a little bit about the feature race and that battle you had.
Yeah, it was a hard battle. Glad we could keep it clean. That battle felt like it lasted forever, though.
Well, and in reality, it probably lasted about 3 laps, and then you guys got separated, and then you came back together. So you had to do it a couple times. How much difficulty was there finding any kind of slick out there, or any kind of traction out there in that slick, trying to work around him?
Well, I know from like previous races I did here, like sometimes the bottom would come in good, so I kind of used that knowledge to my advantage, and I kind of went down there early and was able to pass a bunch of cars early.
It's an awesome run, man. Another great podium finish for you. Who do you got to give thanks for the hot rod tonight?
I'd just like to thank Nick and John pretty much for running this league, and you for doing these broadcasts.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time, and we hope to see you back on the podium in the Modifieds next week.
Hope to be there.
All right. Your second place finisher, Mr. Casey Miller. We will move to tonight's winner. He does it in a pretty dominant fashion. He led every single lap, and no one really challenged him except for on a single restart all night long. Jeff Stewart, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic win tonight, my friend. You made that look pretty easy. Tell us, how was your feature race tonight?
Probably the most comfortable I felt in a sprint car in about a year. So everything felt good, and I was hitting my lines, and man, it felt fast tonight.
Yeah, it looked like, from the time you guys went out for that pole dash, your car was quick. You were fine in the line, and then they took a long warm-up session and burned the track down. How much did it change from the pole dash to the feature?
It changed a pretty good bit, but I feel like they burnt too much of the middle off too soon, and it kind of actually played into my favor with where the line I was running all the night, and just let me just kind of slowly creep away from everybody the longer we went.
Well, an awesome run. I know you got a laundry list of people to thank for the hot rod tonight, so we'll let you get to it.
Yeah, first and foremost, everybody always up, man. I couldn't do what I do without those guys. It's a great team, great group of guys to be a part of. And then BS Air, Hergot Real Estate, Fairway Independent Mortgage, Kess Finch Apparel, Motorsports Feed, Overwall Photography, Jessup Logistics, Anderson Speedway, and most importantly, I want to thank my girlfriend for being super awesome and supportive of everything I do, and for everybody that puts on the Pro League, and to you, Roger, for another great broadcast, man. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody. All
right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. I look forward to seeing you the next couple 3 nights in the Modifieds and maybe in the big cars.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to schedule starting to change around a little bit, so I'm hoping to get in more racing soon. So.
Well, don't forget about Thursday and Friday night. You got to finish up the 410 season over there at Dirt Slingers. So join both of those and let's have a good time.
All right, buddy. I'll see you then.
All right, man. We'll see you later this week. Thanks for chatting with us, and congratulations one more time.
Thank you, sir.
Your winner tonight, Jeff Stewart. Let's run down our official results. Stewart wins it. Miller was second. DeBarro in third. Gerlach fourth. Gladfelter comes home fifth. Shea Paulo from a 17th starting position, runs all the way to 6th, had a bid for 5th and 4th, and that 3-car battle there with he, Gerlach, and Glatfelter. Fun to watch. It just never worked out to his favor. He used the bottom all night long. He comes home 6th tonight. Nick Cohan was 7th. Chris Webb in the A spot. Robbie Schaefer. Good run for him. He comes home 9th. Scott Simley in 10th. John Borst, after a rough start in his heat race, manages to come home 11th in the feature. Don Runkle Jr. was in the 12th spot, 13th to Thomas George. Chris Jabot in 14th. Alexander Reno 15th. Bill Coy was 16th. Terry Muster Jr. in 17th. And Nick Shamborn, an early exit to this one. A lot of bad luck for him. Ended up upside down there in turn 3. He comes home 18th tonight. That is definitely going to do it for us tonight, guys. I appreciate every moment that you spend with us, as always. I know you can watch just about any broadcast you want, but you choose to come here and check these out, and we greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, subscribe on the YouTube and Twitch. Come by and like, share, and follow on the Facebook channel.